Grab your cup of coffee because it's time for a little inspiration. Hello, and good morning on this gorgeous Wednesday morning. It's actually a little bit cloudy here, and they're talking about weather that I am not ready to accept, but that's okay. I've got my coffee in hand, and I am connecting with some of my favorite people here in Facebook land, and I'm so excited to have you guys here for another episode of Coffee Time Inspirations. This is where I share with you tips and tricks for making your website and your small business gorgeous, efficient, and working as hard as you do. And for those of you joining me for the very first time, welcome. I am so glad that you are here. I am Teresa Shaloop with Web Designs by Teresa, and it is my mission in life to fill that small business world with gorgeous websites that are working for us and that are not just something that looks like a cookie cutter must-have website. For those of you joining me again from our previous episodes, welcome. I love having you here, and I am so excited to have another cup of coffee with you guys as we talk today about dusting off those unfinished projects. So April is officially spring cleaning month, and we have been talking a lot about different ways of spring cleaning. Spring cleaning is not just airing out the house and cleaning windows. It is spring cleaning every aspect of our lives. From our calendars to our kitchen cabinets, our diets, our website, and the projects that we have piling up and causing stress within our lives. Now, a lot of us have unfinished projects out there. These could be crafting projects, they could be work projects, they could be anything, any kind of project. And we all have them out there, but when we leave them piled up and unfinished, they start to create stress within our lives. And when we start having this level of stress in our lives, we're not able to be our most amazing and awesome self. And so today I want to talk to you guys about just dusting off of those projects. And actually what I really want to do is band together with you guys, because I am terrible at finishing projects. I don't know what it is about getting to the finished step of a project, but I really have to push myself in order to finish projects. It is one of those character traits that kind of drives me a little bit crazy at times, and probably drives those close to me really crazy often. But I will get this great idea, I will dive in, I will be almost obsessed with getting it done, and then I get to that last 5% where we're almost done, and I stall, and I don't get it done. And this is something that I have always done, and I'm not really sure why it's always been that way, but it's something that I've always done. If you were to go and look in the cabinet, the closet that I keep my crafting supplies in, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. I have things for painting and sewing and etching and all kinds of crafty projects, none of which are finished and all of which have a lovely layer of dust. And I'm not even really a crafty person, but I have all of those things out there. And it's because I love to start projects, but I can't seem to finish them. Now, one of the things that I do know about me, and this is probably true for a lot of us, is that I always have an idea in my head, and I love to do things. I love to take action. I love to explore those ideas that are floating around in my brain. Sometimes I think I may have about 1 million ideas a day, and that's probably not even physically possible, but I have a lot of ideas that are constantly popping up in my brain. In fact, my dear friend Crystal with Cloud9 Organizing, she is always telling me that the words "I have an idea" should be put on my tombstone, because I think I say those words like 100 times a day, probably not 1 million times a day, because we know that's not possible, but I say them all the time because I always have this idea that I want to explore. Now, a lot of the ideas that I have never ever see the light of day. It's just I have way too many ideas and I can't go that far into all of them. A lot of them are worth exploring, but maybe I just don't have the time or energy or passion to really dive into them. Some of them are going to get jotted down on a scrap of paper or in a notebook that I will explore later on. And others are going to take hold for a short time at least and become an obsession to where I dive deep, deep, deep into them until I get almost done with them. And this course I started last summer, and when I realized the reason I started this course is because there are just a lot of people out there who need a little bit of help and guidance in building their website. They love being the DIY website designer, which is something I totally get and I totally understand, and they want to be fully involved in the process of building their website. And so I started this course to show them my process and how to build a website, and how to get it done quick and easy so they could get their business online and get going right away. All right, so I started this project last summer, and I created the initial videos like fast and quick and in a hurry, like no problem. I had a test group of women who joined in to do the videos, to look at them for me, and gave feedback right away, and it went great. They gave incredible, amazing feedback. I loved it, and I knew from their feedback I needed to up my game, so I went back to the drawing board and I added in the things that they thought would be the most beneficial to them when it comes to building their website. And I created all of the course videos in like no time. Within a few months, I was done with all of these course videos, and there's dozens of videos to help people really dig down and research and build an incredible website in a short amount of time. I needed to build a platform. Which I got done quick. I built the website. I mean, I'm a web designer, so I built the web design platform to host the course really fast, really quick, really in a hurry. Started working on the workbook and was so close. Like I'm 5% from being done with this course, and I stalled. I don't know what it is that gets us stalled and keeps us from moving forward when it comes to these projects. Like, I really have no idea why I stalled. I have been stalled on this project for probably 3 months now. And I hate to admit that because I've been promoting this project. I've been promoting it with my business cards and on my website. And I hate to admit that I procrastinated this for the last couple months because it's something that is really incredible and really powerful. And it's 95% done. But that's what I do, and that's what a lot of us do. I don't know if it is a fear of success that keeps me from moving forward or keeps me from finishing some of these big projects that become that obsessive moment. And I know fear of success is something that I've dealt with in the past and will probably deal with again in the future. It's not a new thing. We all have struggled with that a little bit. And I think part of it is because when we succeed, we don't really know who we're going to be once we've reached the success we've been going for. And we're not sure, for me at least, I'm not sure if I can meet the new expectations people are going to have for me when I get to this level of success. So that's something that I deal with, and maybe that's why I don't finish projects. Maybe. It could be also a fear of ridicule. You know, nobody wants to be made fun of for an idea, and some of the ideas that I have are pretty crazy or pretty weird. And nobody wants to be made fun of for something, especially when it's something that comes from the heart, something that matters. And so maybe those are the reasons that I can't seem to get that last 5% on these really big projects. But whatever the case is, I am calling out to you lovely people out here, to my tribe, to say, help me move beyond this and help me stop this crazy cycle, and I want to help you too as well. So here is what I'm going to do, because I know I'm not alone in this. I know that I'm not the only one who stops and stalls when I get to the end of a really big project. So this is what I'm going to do, because it is spring cleaning month, and because I really want to make the most of this month and to take my business, my life to the next level. I am going to sit down and review all of those projects piling up. And I would love it if you guys could join me in this too for this month, to see if we can help each other move beyond that 95% complete to the point where we can say we are done and be proud of what we've accomplished. So I'm going to take a look at all the projects that I have piling up, all these ideas that I wanted to explore or started to explore and never finished. And it's not just the course. I have many ideas that are sitting there waiting to be finished. And I'm just going to do a little bit of reflection on each one of those projects. So here's some questions. I wrote these down because these are things that I want to make sure that I think are going to help me know whether I am going to dust off this project and get it done, or if I'm going to toss it and move on. So the first thing that I'm going to ask myself about each project on my list is, am I still passionate about this project? If I don't have the passion to push it forward, to keep it going, it's never going to be good. It's never going to be finished in what it is. And passion is something to me that is really important, especially when it comes to business projects. I want to know, does this project fit naturally into my business? If it's not a natural fit or naturally into my life, maybe the projects you are dusting off are in your home or in your diet or whatever the case is. If it doesn't have a natural fit into the life you are living, you definitely want to toss it. It's not something you want to push yourself forward for because it's not ever going to be a good fit. I want to know, do I have the time, the money, the resources to complete this project? Because if I don't have the time, money, and resources to complete this project, it's not the time to work on it. Maybe it'll come back later on if it's meant to be. That's what I've decided. It's getting tossed. And then finally, am I willing to devote time, money, and resources to this project? Excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat. Because if I'm not willing to devote the time and energy to it, again, it's not a project worth exploring. So those are the questions that I'm going to ask myself as I do some reflection on all of the projects that I have coming up. And if I do not get a great big firm yes to every single one of those questions, then it's a project that I'm going to toss. Again, when I toss it, if it's meant to be, it will come back to me later on. I truly, truly believe in that. Excuse me. And any of the projects that I get a very big firm yes on are going into my planner as a priority. Now that doesn't mean I have to work on them this week or even this month, but they need to get added to my calendar so that they are getting the time that they are needed to get them done and to get them from that 95% done to launched and ready for the world to see. So again, I would love it if you guys would join me in this, and I would love to cheer you on and help you guys dust off your own projects to encourage you to take that step, move beyond fear, and get whatever it is that you've been holding back on done and out into the world. So if you want to join me on this, I invite you to send me a private message. You can do so in Facebook. You can send me a message through my website, teresashloop.com. You can also send an email to teresa@webdesignsbyteresa.com. And I would love to cheer you on privately. And if you want to get a group of people to cheer you on and make you inspired, a group of women who are going to be there to support you through all of this, then I invite you to join our Facebook group, Grow Your Biz, and share your progress with me in there. I will be sharing some stuff in there to help cheer people on in that group. So that's another place where you guys can join us and be a part of this. So let's take a look. Joanne, you're in. Oh, Joanne, yes. I knew you would join me with this. You are already making some incredible spring cleaning progress. I am so excited for you. So I will be messaging you for sure. But anyone else watching this, whether you're catching this right now in the live version or on one of my replays through YouTube or my website or whatever the case is, comment below. Let me know you're in. Let me support you. Let me encourage you. And please do the same for me, because together we are going to make this happen, and we're going to dust off those projects and spring clean our lives so that we are accomplishing all the things that we want to do. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I am always honored to have you guys here to have a cup of coffee with me every Monday or every Wednesday and Friday, and I'm just overjoyed to connect with you. So I look forward to chatting with you again on Friday, where we were going to continue our spring cleaning chats, and I have a very fun, exciting announcement on Friday, so you guys stay tuned for that. And otherwise, I will talk to you guys again very soon. Have a great rest of your day. If you're in the South Dakota area, I am sending you warm, loving thoughts. And if you're in another area, send them to us, because we're going to need it. So have a great day. Talk to you guys later. Much love. Bye.